On Friday, the federal judge who temporarily blocked Trump from deporting alleged Venezuelan gang members under an obscure 1798 law, the judge held his ground. Unlike so many politicians from both parties, corporations, universities, media owners, law firms, and so many others in positions of authority, U.S. District Judge James Boasberg didn't buckle to Trump's threats, and he did his job, in this case, upholding the rule of law. Because the judge had the temerity to ask the administration to produce the list of deportees as well as evidence of their criminal histories, and because they refused a court order to keep the people in question in custody in the U.S., he has become a target of Mr. Law and Order, Donald J. Trump. Among other things, our president called the sitting judge, quote, a radical left-wing lunatic, somebody with no idea what he's doing, and he also said, for good measure, he ought to be impeached. Now, Trump went even further, demanding late Friday that the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, John Roberts, rein in judges like Boasberg who dared defy him. Well, the judge had enough. After yet another round of administration attorneys being uncooperative or even worse, the justice told the counsel he had never seen the level of disrespect they had shown the court, and they better wisen up. He also reminded them that we have a system codified by our founders in the Constitution where the judiciary and the executive branches are co-equals along with Congress. They're supposed to serve as checks and balances. Our president, as we are continually reminded, he skipped that chapter in his civics class. Judge Boasberg is neither a radical nor a lunatic. He was unanimously confirmed with a bipartisan vote in the Senate, and he was nominated by both Republican and Democratic presidents for judgeships. He, like an overwhelming majority of legal experts, believe invoking the 18th century Alien Enemies Act to justify deporting people without final removal orders from an immigration judge is well outside the law. At the heart of this is that Trump believes he's accountable to no one. And unlike a Department of Justice that was actually concerned with the rule of law, he instead is surrounded by enablers who, unlike in his first term, offer zero resistance. We will see if he will defy the court order to return the deportees, let alone give us names or, heaven forbid, evidence. There is an inevitability that we are heading for a constitutional crisis that will find its way to the High Court. Justice Roberts, interestingly enough, actually pushed back on Trump earlier last week after Trump demanded that Boasberg's impeachment. But the real test will be sooner or later when a litany of cases of the presidential overreach comes to Roberts' courtroom. We'll see then if his courage is stronger than a mere warning.